Welcome back. You're tuned into Bazaar Morning Call and hope you're having a good morning. Well, we've listed down all the stocks that you should be tracking. To help us out with some fundamental analysis, Hemang Jani joins us on the show. Hi, Hemang. Good morning and good to see you. And well, I wanted your view on the big boy Reliance Industries. That's that corporate action meeting that will take place later today. And also overnight, we had news that the company has bagged the 10 gigawatt battery storage PLI benefits worth around 3,600 crores. This one could hold one end up. What's your view at current reckoning?
Yeah, good morning, Nigel. Thanks for having me. I think this would be the first approval that the company has got for building a 10 gigawatt battery storage project. And I think the total budget that the government had outlined was about 3,620 crores. So while in terms of the size or the amount, this may not be too big given the overall, size of Reliance Industries. But the fact that they've got this project and this will mark the foray into the clean energy, that we call it. So surely it's going to be a big positive sentimentally. And given the overall pipeline that Reliance has in this particular area, there is going to be some sort of a positive reaction. At the same time, Nigel, we should bear in mind that the refining margins have come under pressure. First time Singapore gross refining margins are quoting at a negative tick. So I think we will also have to consider a bit of a negative because of the refining margins part. But overall, our view on Reliance at current level is quite positive.
They have, I think, point taken, Hemang. I think the first PLI round, they got 5 gigawatt hours, and now they've got 10. And the stated aim, of course, is much bigger. I think from what I remember is 50 gigawatt hour by 2027. So to have one of the largest capacities in the space, really, that's the ambition. Just a quick word, Hemang, on, if you will, on the drop in oil that we've seen. And, from a trading perspective, up and down, I mean, we had the big losers in the upstream oil companies, Oil India, ONGC, etc. They all lost. But more importantly, on the downstream front, what's your sense? The marketing companies, HP, BP, they make sense?
Surely, Prashant, good morning. I think, given the way the crude has moved a large part of this year, I think it's been, positive for overall as a country and as from a stock market standpoint. And more so given the recent weakness that we have seen in the crude oil price, despite geopolitical tensions, definitely bodes well for oil marketing companies, though we have seen a significant re-rating, of this particular sector. The fact that, you will see, some sort of a relief in terms of the margins part, the marketing margins per se, if the companies do not, do imminent price cut, would surely be positive. The stocks have actually gone nowhere in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So within the pack, we like IOC and we do like HPCL also at this point.
Hemang, yesterday I noticed that Biocon spiked up in trade and a couple of other pharma names as well did well. How are you all positioned in the pharma space?
So Nigel, this quarterly numbers have been extremely good. The sector grew at almost 22%, and most of the management con calls, they were suggesting that the outlook, both in terms of, US generic market, India market remains positive. I think Biocon, probably the market is again, trying to see if there is any kind of, M&A kind of an activity or, some kind of an indication from Dr. Kiran Mazumdar show on the succession planning. So I think you may have, some news flow around that, which could have caused this up move. But overall, we continue to be very positive on the pharma space, particularly some of the mid-cap pharma companies, Laurus Lab, FDC, some of the companies that would benefit because of the cut in the GST on cancer drugs. I think those are the pockets where we would expect good action.